All right. Hello and welcome to the GateKeeper Reports Multi-Event Support and UX UI Refinement, a Project Catalyst project from Fund 10. This is milestone number 3. Adam Dean got you with me today for showing off the work you guys have been doing on GateKeeper. Welcome.
Hey, Lloyd, thank you.
No problem. All right. So let's get started. So your milestone number 3 is a sample code implementation, right? So it's a staging testnet version of your code showing that it's pretty much ready to go to prime time, at least go through testing, right? And it looks like we're going to review a pull request and we're going to see your new features. So let's jump right in. I'm going to go ahead and bring up your computer for you. There you go. And so, Adam, take it away. Show us what's going on now in GateKeeper.
All right, absolutely. So this is the new and improved user interface. So we start out with some of this kind of introductory information here and a much more refined appearance for GateKeeper. We can see we get a little banner image up there, some how does it work information, as well as some frequently asked questions like what happens if I lose my QR code, that kind of things, and then our standard footer. So by default, this is what people see when they'll come to our default website, unless they have been pointed directly to one or more of our public-facing pages for an individual event. So I'm going to go ahead and log in to see some of the test events that I've set up here. And this is, this version is running on my local network. There is already a staging publicly available environment that we'll be sharing as well. So we'll log in with a simple email address and password. Pretty standard stuff here. And now here we come to the actual user or event manager page, and you can actually see that up here we have teams and individual profile support. So we have profile and team management, so we can actually create new teams or manage team settings, including names or adding or removing team members. And then we also have individual user profile information available here. And of course, from our dashboard, we can actually manage our multiple events with an S on the end of it. So if I go out here under manage events, you can see that currently we only have one event called Stellar in the Hood that's coming up here on August 1st of 2025 that has two policies, two NFT policies that are supported and 7 tickets currently generated, but we can very easily create a new event here by just clicking create new event, and then we get information, and voila, away we go. We have a new event. But with that said, what we'd like to do today is look at this Stellar in the Hood event. So, and let me increase the resolution here, if I may. To see this kind of dashboard that we have. So this is some of the reporting that we're working on that we have for looking at reports for a particular event. So we can see ticket generation by date. So we can see that the last tickets for this were generated back at the beginning of the month, 4 tickets on one day, 2 tickets on another. We could see a breakdown by which policies were used to generate tickets. And then the unique tickets that have been checked in, the unique tickets that have been checked out of the event for accurate attendance reporting, and then the staff members who actually have performed the check-ins and check-outs, and what our attendance at the event was over time. So actually a minute-by-minute update if we check people in and check people out, what our peak attendance numbers were. So with all that said, we can come in here and we can edit the event, which is, of course, going to allow us to modify some of the event details as well as add and remove policies that are supported. So these are NFT policies. I've currently got these 2 policies already added, which are Stellar Stellar Hood and Cardano space as test policies, but we can very easily click add new, and I just assigned a friendly name like the Ape Society, and then policy ID is ABC123. Of course, this does actually need to be a valid 56 character policy ID, otherwise the system will not let you type it in. But you can see that it's very quick and easy to add a new policy that can be supported very quickly. And so I'm done there. And so actually, if we go back here to our overview, what we can do is look at our public page for this event. All right, so looks a little bit boring when you're haven't connected your wallet yet, but we could see that Adam's team is presenting this event called Stellar in the Hood. That's an online event happening on the 1st of August of 2025 from 8 p.m. to 12 a.m. And so, yeah, let's go ahead and connect our wallet and see what happens. So we're going to connect wallet here. We support all Cardano SIP30 compatible wallets. There's no whitelist or blacklist. It's just essentially if your wallet shows up, then you are supported. So currently I have Vesper and Eternal Wallet on this desktop environment. So I'm going to go ahead and connect Eternal Wallet, which has my assets in it. Then we can see that Eternal is connected. I can refresh the wallet or I can disconnect. And that we have hardware compatibility mode. I know it's a little bit late because we just saw that the Ledger integration to support signed data just came out finally. But this will also support Keystone Wallet and Treasure Wallet for the time being until they get updated. So we can support both traditional SIP8 signed data for those wallets that support it, or the fake expired transaction method, depending on which way you need for your wallet to be compatible. And we do also have light and dark mode. So that's also an interesting thing for those unholy people that like light mode. We do offer that.
Yeah, no, who would like light mode? No.
But you could see that all of your eligible NFTs are listed down here below, and we can very quickly and easily type in that we'd like to generate a ticket for it. So we're going to try Cardano space D6 here and click generate a ticket. We're going to have our signed data appear here, and I don't know if you can see that or not.
That won't show up, but you've got a wallet interface right now and you're signing data.
All right, that's going to get validated on the back end and then show us our ticket, which is right down here below. This is one of our last little things, but this image down here in the bottom left is our ticket. I can save this image as, or I can copy it, and I can actually scan this into my phone with Google Wallet and things like that. Now let's do the same example, but with hardware compatibility mode. So we're going to do this with number D5 here. And here we're going to see that we are actually using an expired transaction with the same metadata included, so that our normal sign data uses, so that everything's functionally the same, but we have we're using signed transaction instead of signed data. Okay, and we can see here again that image is down below, and the NFT that we created is actually included as part of the generated QR code. Let me see if I can get this. Yeah, to open in a. Cool. Got images of everything there. So that should work.
Very cool.
All right. Okay, and then so finally, if we wanted to go back to our dashboard here, we can very easily see that we can manage our own profile or manage our team, and then we can actually scan or check in tickets here. So if I choose to scan tickets for our Stellar in the Hood event here, I'm going to come up and get a scanning tickets window here, and I can toggle whether I am checking people in or checking people out up above. And now because my webcam, my one and only webcam on this computer, is in use. I won't actually see it, but you can see where scanning tickets would normally be here. And just like the previous versions of GateKeeper, I can quickly and easily scan a QR code, and I will be able to see that happen and see whether or not a scan in is eligible or not right there quickly and easily on my screen.
All right. So that's the quick walkthrough through the feature set of GateKeeper. We also do have there's a requirement for the Milestone 3 that we show GitHub. So are you able to pull up GitHub for us?
Absolutely. So if we go here to github.com/gatekeeper, Cardano GateKeeper, this is a brand new repository that we've created because this newer version has been such a massive change to the software from earlier versions that we've actually dedicated it to this new staging branch and you can see we're still using Laravel with a default README that hasn't quite been updated yet to reflect the current installation or self-hosting steps, but that will get updated with a pull request. So we currently here have github.com/Cardano Gatekeeper/Gatekeeper contains 100% of the code and information that you see here. And then this is currently actually deployed by our GitHub Actions to deploy staging to our live site. And so you can see here that it is.
And this is the URL website. Yeah.
Yes, and the URL is available there, of course, as well. And yeah, so you can see here that that process is working. Every time we create a new push to staging, we get an updated deployment, and our live deployment changes as well.
All right, perfect. So on that note, that is everything for GateKeeper for milestone number 3. Adam, thank you so much for your time today. Thank you for giving us all the updates on the work that you guys have been doing. Looking forward to seeing GateKeeper in action. Milestone 4 is the final milestone, and that's the documentation milestone. So there'll be a closeout report, a closeout video, and the documentation commits to GitHub that have all the docs on how to do all this great work. Thank you again for coming, and thank you everyone for paying attention. We always appreciate the Milestone reviewers for taking a look at this hard work as it's being done. Thanks for building in public on Cardano, Adam.
All right. Thank you, Lloyd.